Oh, hello, everybody. This is Sergeant here, and welcome to ranked number 28. That is right, I am back with yet another episode of Ranked. And today, if you don't know what Ranked is, first of all, it is where I go through the comics from my latest hauls. In this case, this is a few hauls back now, and rank them from my least favorite to my favorites. And this was my Spider-Man haul. So this is an all Spider-Man book spectacular. Not a pun, spectacular Spider-Man. God, that was so fucking lame. That was so lame. It's not even fucking funny. Okay. Yeah, all Spider-Man comics. I'm gonna try to do this one really quick, and I'm having a really hard time ranking these, but I think I've got them ranked now, and it's really hurting me. I really enjoyed all of these to an extent. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Part of me didn't really enjoy the first one. I'm gonna be talking about today, my least favorite, but I'm still glad I picked it up, and it was decent. I was just really disappointed. Is what the issue was. I'm gonna try and make this quick, so I also want to make the other episode of Ranked that I have to do now. So yeah, I've been really busy lately. I've wanted to record this for a couple days now. It just hasn't happened, but I'm going to do this today. I'm going to upload this, and hopefully while I'm uploading this, maybe I'll go eat first. But I plan on doing the other episode of Ranked tonight, so hopefully that can happen. Okay, now we're going to look at the books real quick that we're ranking today. So I've got The Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 406, first appearance of the new Dr. Octopus, second Dr. Octopus, or Lady Octopus, Carolyn Trainer. Then we have the Spectacular Spider-Man, issue number 232. We have the Sensational Spider-Man, issue number 0. Spectacular Spider-Man, issue number 217. Spider-Man, number 63. By the way, first part of The Greatest Responsibility, second part of The Greatest Responsibility. The Amazing Spider-Man, number 414. The Amazing Spider-Man, number 419. Spider-Man, issue number 1. 2 covers. By the way, the black cover is getting my cover of the haul this time. For this haul. The Spectacular Spider-Man number 220, the worst cover of the haul, for being honest here. And Spectacular Spider-Man number 229, part 3 of The Greatest Responsibility. So yes, we're gonna get right into it, because like I said, I want to try to make this one quick. And my least favorite of this haul is gonna be Spider-Man issue number 1. How disappointing in issue number 1. The art I really didn't like. I didn't like Todd McFarlane's art and this with Spider-Man. I'm sorry, I just didn't. And the writing was kind of not the best either. And I know this was the first time he wrote a comic or whatever, but it wasn't that great, to be honest. I think part of the reason I didn't like this one is because I was expecting a lot out of it, like legitimately. I was like, oh, I've loved all the other issues of Spider-Man that I've read so far. I should start from the beginning, try picking them up from the beginning. Whew, the beginning is rough to read. The thing too, nothing happened in this issue. It was a number 1 and nothing happened. It was all not even welly executed setup for the future. Like, I didn't get interested in the Lizard whatsoever, and the Lizard was barely in it. Like, okay, yeah, I get it. He's gonna be a bigger threat in the other 4 issues of the story arc, but like, fuck, like, I don't know. This just didn't really excite me. The only thing I think I liked in here was Peter and MJ's relationship still being shown, whatever. Because I always love seeing their relationship, so I mean, I don't know. I was really disappointed. The art didn't appeal to me. The writing wasn't the best. This just didn't really excite me. Yet I'm still gonna pick up the other issues when I get a chance. I'm gonna pick up the rest of the arc. I want to see where it goes, because I feel like it will get a lot better. But I don't know. It just felt like nothing happened this issue. It just wasn't really exciting. And I don't know. I'm just gonna move on though, before I depress you guys with that one issue. But yeah, moving on now. Next to that was my number 10 / least favorite. My number 9 is gonna be the Spectacular Spider-Man issue number 217. And it sucks to put this one as my second least favorite, because I actually really enjoyed this one. Pretty good story. Really good story for the first story, but when you flip it around, the bonus story on the back was the one I liked more. It was a great story. We got to see Ben Riley telling of the his origin sort of and all the Jackal and Mary Jane clone stuff and whatever. And it was really good. I really enjoyed that story a lot. And he comes back and sees Peter with MJ, and oh man, it was such a good story. And it was friggin' heart destruction. Like, oh, really good. I really love this cover actually. In fact, you know what? Fuck. Just because I didn't enjoy this issue, fuck, that doesn't get the cover of the haul. This is the cover of the haul. I love this cover. There's a different cover on the other side too. This is actually the cover for the backup story. Fuck that. This gets the cover of the haul. And that's all we're going to talk about for now. Now moving on to my number 8. It is going to have to go to The Amazing Spider-Man number 419. I picked this issue up to fill in the gap because I had issue 17, 18. I think it was 417. Actually, I might not have had 417. I know I had 418, 420, and 421. So, and I was missing 419, so I really wanted to get it, and I did. So now I have that little 4-issue run going. Plus, I'm just trying to get a lot of the Spider-Mans in the 400s anyway right now. Because I got 406 over here and 419 there. The 400s of Spider-Man I'm really interested in, which kind of weird considering that's 90 Spider-Man. Most people are like, that's not really that good. The Clone Saga was shit. Like, fuck, that was frustrating. But yeah, you know, I don't know, I'm just interested. And yeah, it was a good issue. It was a really good issue. It was just, I don't know. It was right after Ben Riley left and Peter Parker was back. Seeing Ben Urich was awesome. Ben Urich being in here was awesome. The Black Tarantula stuff I couldn't really care for too much. But, you know, good. It's still good. Seeing Delilah was cool too, because I like Delilah. Which also, I forgot to mention, 414 is the first appearance of Delilah. We'll be talking about that later, though. But now moving on to my number 7. It is going to have to go to, sadly, because I didn't want to separate these up. I didn't want there to be a gap in between this whole story, but it's going to have to be. Sadly, my number 7 is going to have to go to The Amazing Spider-Man number 406. The first part of The Greatest Responsibility. There's going to be a gap in between. I'm just going to spoil it now. My number 6 is actually Spectacular number 2. Actually, yes, Spectacular number... No, wait, yes, it's going to be Spectacular number 220, I think. No, you know what? I might change my mind here. We'll see. We'll see, actually. But there's going to be a gap either way because Spectacular Spider-Man 220 is going to break it up. But my number 7, Amazing Spider-Man number 406, one of the reasons this is ranked as low as it is because the art in here is shit. And I hate to say that. I hate complaining about art and saying people's art is bad when I can't draw. But this art is shit, and I don't know who approved this. It's not even the regular artist art on the series. This guest art, who approved? They must have been desperate or something. Who approved the fucking art in this issue? This was really fucking bad. Like, there's literally one panel where Ben Riley's like, he's got his costume on, he's got a spider costume on, and you can just see his head. He's got the fucking shitty ass, oh, I can't even remember the name of it right now. What's the fucking hairstyle? You know, the long hair, party in the back, whatever. I don't even know. I can't think of it right now. That's how flustered I am. And his face was drawn so fucking horribly. Good story. Really good story. Enjoyed it, especially the Mary Jane's Peter stuff. I feel like that was cool. And Mary Jane was drawn all right, actually, surprisingly. At least in the face. At least got something right. Good story, good way to start off the story, but just disappointing art. Like, fuck, whatever, get out of here. Anyway, moving on to my number 6. I think it's gonna have to go to... It's between these two, if I'm being honest with you. It's gonna have to go to... I'll go with my original plan. It's gonna be the spectacular, and this kind of goes in order too of lowest to highest issue number. With Spectacular Spider-Man number 220, had a backup story also, which was okay. It was good. Ultimate Spider-Man. It was like a piece of a book that was being released, and which was kind of boring at first, but then it really got good. So you know what, it was good. But the main story was fucking awesome. Dr. Octopus, Otto Octavius, saves Peter's life. It's really tense and really suspenseful, because it actually almost seems like Peter could die in this issue. Like, Web of Death Part 2-4. It seems like Peter could actually die in this issue, and the dialogue, seeing Mary Jane and Peter's relationship, just good stuff. Good. I don't even know. By the way, this is the issue that Peter finds out Mary Jane is pregnant. It said on the internet that it was Amazing number 398, but that's wrong, because this came out before and he finds out in this issue. So, boom, I've got all the information. I'm just kidding. Plus the cover is shitty. So you know whatever. Moving on though to my number 5 is the Spectacular Spider-Man issue number 229. A really good one. This was really good. This is the end, part 3 of The Greatest Responsibility. That's right, part 2 is the best part of that story, in my opinion. That is weird. Usually the middle is like the worst part of a story. But whatever. Who am I to judge? Great cover, great stuff. The art was alright. It was splotchy a bit throughout. I mean, it was good for the most part. But there were parts where I was like, do I really need this art in my life? Good story though, really exciting. This the kicks off Ben Reilly being Spider-Man basically and whatever. So, well, it kicks off on his path to becoming. Of course, he was Scarlet Spider for a little bit after, but you know, still quite excited. This was actually the last Spider-Man comic before those one or two issues of each series where it was called Scarlet Spider instead of being called Spider-Man. Yeah, really good. Peter hands it up. Good battle. Whatever. Good stuff. Moving on to my number 4. It is I almost called it amazing. It is Spider-Man issue number 63, part 2 of 3 of The Greatest Responsibility. Yeah. Really good. I really enjoyed this issue. This series had the best art at the time. This had really good art, I thought. Sal Buscema is fucking awesome, because I think that's who did it, if I remember correctly. Love his Spider-Man work on art. No, it's not Sal Buscema, because that's the Spectacular Spider-Man artist, so it's not. But whoever drew this issue, I'm sorry for that mistake. Whoever drew this was good. Spider-Man art at the time was really good. I don't think it was. You know what? I'm gonna check. But really good issue. The interactions were great. Dialogue was great. Peter and Ben were awesome in this issue. Lady Octopus, second Doctor Octopus was awesome. I love her as a villain. Really good. Plus, beginning's great. Peter going to touch MJ. Look at this art. I really like this art. Oh, okay. I mean, Scarlet Spider's face there is not the best, for being honest. Okay. But look at this first page. What beautifulness. That's good. Howard Mackey. Yeah. Good job. Good issue. Real cool. Mary Jane goes to tell Peter to calm down, swing around the city, whatever. Good stuff. This is going longer than I was hoping for, so I'm going to try to get this moving more. We're down to my final 3, and my number 3 is going to be The Amazing Spider-Man. I can't say that word, sorry. It's going to be The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 414. First appearance of Delilah. Really good issue. Also beautiful art in here. I'm glad this was the regular Amazing artist at the time. Good art. Don't know what to say. Ben Reilly. Oh, I love Ben Reilly as Spider-Man, can I just say. Ben Reilly was awesome. I love seeing Ben Reilly's regular life, not when he's Spider-Man. He has some pretty cool side characters, I think. Yeah, really good. Really awesome story. Don't know what else to say. I'm just gonna throw that to the side now. Down to my final two between the Spectacular Spider-Man issue number 232 and the Sensational Spider-Man issue number 0. My number 2 is Spectacular Spider-Man issue number 232. Another Dr. Octopus appearance, just part of the Armed and Danger story, whatever. I think the last part, actually. Yeah. She tries to take her father, Seaward Trainer, from the hospital. Ben Riley saves the day. Seaward Trainer gets back in his body, which he was out of it for a bit if you didn't know. And you might not even know who Seaward Trainer is. Really good story. We got to see more of Ben's outside life, which is great. Having a girlfriend or whatever. Peter and MJ show up at the beginning. Ben's stolen the skeleton. Really good story. It was fun. It's it was really good. I don't know what else to say. It was just a really fun story. And lastly, my number 1, Sensational Spider-Man number 0. Why this is so good, because this is where it kicks off Ben Riley being Spider-Man. And this sets everything up. This debuts the awesome costume that is Spider-Ben. And great cover. Great cover, too. It's good. It opens up great, ends great. It's a great story for exercise issue, and it's really good. The other issue of Sensational I read wasn't even that good. One of my least favorite Spider-Man stories I've probably read. But I really enjoyed this one. Great way to kick off the series, unlike Spider-Man that I talked about earlier. And I don't know, just really good. And hopefully I can find more, because I feel like the early issues of Sensational were actually really good. So yeah, but anyway guys, I think I'm going to end the video now. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, even share if you like to. Anyway guys, I'll see you all in the next video. And peace out. Bye.